Welcome to the Chris Talks Show, where we bring you a thoughtful, balanced coverage of today's news. Breaking down the day's stories with clarity, context, attitude, and separating facts from flair and giving you the news you need. With a little bit of humor. Here's your host, Chris Talks.
What's up, listeners? Hope you're having a blessed day because I am definitely having a blessed one. All right, let's get into our top topic for this episode, which is going to be a 12-year-old boy is arrested and accused of reckless driving while on his bicycle. Really?
Bruh.
We go to Sarah for this report. Take it away.
Thank you, Chris. The mother of a 12-year-old in North Carolina says her son is traumatized after police handcuffed him and took him to jail. The boy was charged with reckless driving while riding his bicycle last weekend in Charlotte. A stranger recorded video of Prince Irvin handcuffed in the back of a CMPD car on Sunday. The video shows bystanders questioning officers about what was going on. "What crime did he commit?" a man asked. "Reckless driving." An officer responded. "Reckless driving on a bicycle." The man said. "Did he hit a car?" "Doesn't have to hit a car." The officer said. Prince's mom, Jasmine Irvin, says she picked her son up at the jail after a panicked call from one of his friends. "Terrified. Traumatized, that's how he feels." Jasmine Irvin said. "He shouldn't have to feel that." Prince says he was riding his bike with a group of more than 50 people of all ages. He noticed a police car trailing them for a few blocks. Prince says the lights flipped on. And a chase began. "He hit the back of my friend's bike." Prince said. "He tried to hit him off the bike basically. I was not going to stay there so they could do the same to me." Once alone, Prince said officers caught up to him when he blew a tire. "When I was putting my hands behind my back, I was on the ground. So when they were picking me up, they were still manhandling me," Prince said. Jasmine Irvin says the experience has taken away her child's innocence. "You want to feel safe and protected," she said. "This big man is chasing you with a car and you're a little boy on a bike. What you think he going to do to you if he already hit one of your friends?" Information on the case is limited because Prince is a minor. But Charlotte-Mecklenburg police released a statement. This arrest comes 3 years after the city cracked down on large groups of young bicycle riders, some of whom were accused of playing chicken with traffic and sometimes using violence against drivers. Prince and his mother say Sunday's incident was not related to any gang, and he was just out for a ride. Prince hasn't gotten his bike back. But in a remarkable act of kindness, the man who recorded the arrest bought Prince a new one. Irvin and her son are both grateful. "He's a child," Jasmine Irvin said. "He's a little black boy. He is mine. And he is somebody. And that's what I want these people to know. They're not going to do my son like that. Because that's not okay. He's not an animal." CMPD says the case is an active investigation. Irvin says she spoke with CMPD's Internal Affairs Department on Thursday. Back to you, Chris.
All right, Sarah, thank you for that story. So, drop my bar real quick so we can get into this. All right, so there's a couple of things that's wrong with this situation, and I'm wondering, at the end of all of this, right, is this officer going to get charged with a crime? I am seriously wondering if if that's really going to happen, because it should. In my opinion, this officer should be charged with
What?
No, he should be, definitely. He should be charged with some type of a hate crime or something.
Bruh.
If there's a crime against discrimination, this is probably on that top 10 list. You know what I'm saying?
Bruh.
I'm just being honest, because this situation here is, to me, it has to do with discrimination.
Bruh.
Completely. And I'm going to point out a few factors here. One factor, the most important factor in the situation to me, is that this police followed them for several blocks, okay? Followed them for several blocks.
Bruh.
And then decide to pull them over. Now, this is a what they call that again, a bike mob. Okay, these are what they call like bike mobs. Now, a lot of in a lot of different counties, in a lot of different states, they even do it in New York. It's like a mini marathon where these collective bikers, I don't know if it's like a meet. I hope this is that situation where it's like that, where it's a bike mob, but usually it's a collective of, like, stunt bike people and stuff like that. And they'll ride along a certain path towards a destination. And the destination is usually like some crazy bike ramp, you know what I mean? Like,
bruh,
yeah. Can we give the police officer in this situation? Can we give him the dummy buzzer, please? Thank you. We have to give him that because this situation definitely uh, deserves it. Now, they didn't. We've looked in different places. They didn't put out too much, and then because he is a minor, so we are getting as much as we can, and we have a couple of people still following this story, so we could get some updates on this because this is really a form, in my opinion, of discrimination. This person, you can imagine, just imagine a group of 50 individuals, and we're talking about different cultures, okay?
bruh,
But bikers, okay? So we're talking about pedal bikes. Some of them might have the little, um, what's that? The pedal with the little motors on it or whatever.
bruh,
Yeah, they might have those. So we're talking about like a whole mob of bikers that's heading to like, yeah, like one of those ramps, where they have like a bunch of ramps and different. You get the idea of what I'm talking about, all right? Okay, you get the idea, right?
bruh,
I'm just saying, you get the idea of what I'm saying. But they're heading to one of those. Those are the destinations. And out of all the people, out of 50 people, this officer chooses to harass this a child at that.
bruh,
Really,
bruh,
a child. Out of all of 50, and that number, and I'll say this, that number is probably lower. I would probably not say, yeah, can you turn that down a little bit? Thank you. I would probably not say 50. I would probably say 60 to 65, probably 60 to 70 people that was probably a part of that clique.
bruh,
I'm telling you, I've been part of. Okay, listen, and I'm gonna give my audience a little intel of myself. Now, there used to be um, a little clique that rode. They rode around the Bronx. This is when I was staying in the Bronx for the summer. They rode around the Bronx. Okay, so they would ride to 161st, and that's where there would be a bunch of ramps, like stunt ramps and stuff like that, to where you could go. And sometimes I don't know if it build up to 50 people because there would be like a lot of bikers. They would meet you within the path that was heading there because there was always a path. That's what I'm saying. It's like a marathon or something. So I understand about the situation, but to arrest a 12-year-old boy, to me, this situation is discrimination. In my opinion, I'm pretty sure that there's about to be a lot of protests. Like,
bruh,
no, I'm just pretty sure that there's about to be a lot of protests that's about to go down right now. There's a bunch of people about to do it. No, I'm pretty sure a bunch of people about to protest this whole situation. If they don't, I would wonder why they was crazy. And there's about to be some lawsuits. there's definitely about to be some lawsuits.
Bruh.
I don't know if it's lawsuits on him personally, or the department itself, or both.
Bruh.
I don't know. It could be. I don't know. It could go as far as the state. I would sue everybody. I personally would sue everybody.
Bruh.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. But I don't know. But this, in my opinion, that's what this really is, and it's simply because the officer had trailed them for a few blocks, and I'm not saying that these groups they do not play with traffic. There are some groups that do play with traffic. You see them like online on YouTube. If you are on YouTube, you will see a group of them. They will play with traffic, but in this case, this was not that group.
Bruh.
No, it really was. This was not that group that did that. This was a group that was following the rules. They probably went around a few cars or something like that. You know what I'm saying? That's probably the most they did.
Bruh.
That's probably the most. Went around a few cars, but I mean, being a group of a bunch of, as far as that I've been in, with a bunch of different ages, yeah, safety is one of the important things when you are riding in these groups. Nobody want to see nobody get hit by no car or nothing like that. You know, stop at the red lights and all that good stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm just saying.
Bruh.
I'm just saying. So, in this one, the officer to me was wrong. He was wrong, completely wrong. And on top of that, he traumatized this child against police officers. And just so that you know, I want to keep this in. I want to put this in there. There were different groups. They didn't say this, but there were, besides the guy that recorded, there were different groups that stopped. There were different groups of people that stopped and saw that there was something going, that something was not right. You know what I'm saying? So let's give a round of applause to them real quick for stepping in. Another one too. Give them another one. You know, just for stepping in and involving themselves in that situation. Because at the end of the day, it's discrimination. I can't believe this is still happening. It's kind of, like, it's kind of messed up. No, excuse me, sorry. It's kind of messed up. It's messed up. Can I call it what it is? Are you going to beep it? Don't beep it, please. Come on. It's up. See, you're going to bleep it. I know you're going to bleep it. Don't bleep it. It's shitty, okay? It's up, all right? That's what I'm saying. It's messed up. This 12-year-old shouldn't have went through that at all. Nobody should have went through that as long as they were not breaking the law. And then he tried to say that what was the freaking charge? What was the reckless driving? Reckless driving. It's a ticket. Do you understand? It's not even an arrestable offense.
Bruh.
Well, in this city, I don't know how it is. No, even in Charlotte. No, even in Charlotte. Then we looked at, yeah, even in Charlotte, it's a ticket. It's a ticket. So,
Bruh.
it's not really an arrestable offense. And shout out to Charlotte. We want to thank, what was it? We want to thank the Hill for, we want to thank the Hill for this report real quick. Give them a round of applause real quick. Thank you. The Hill magazine. And I also want to throw in, okay, before I end this, that if there is some like legal, not just on in a financial sense, but if there is some serious like a way that he could be criminally charged for this, I think that they should pursue with it. I think that they should definitely pursue it.
bruh,
Definitely, because like yeah, definitely. That's what I think. Because at some point we have to start charging these cops with the crimes that they commit. The people that protect us are supposed to protect us. They're not supposed to be committing crimes against us. They're supposed to be putting these people, the people that commit crimes, they're supposed to be locking them up. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And I hope the system uh, does what it's supposed to do. I hope it works in their favor. All right, if that's the case.
bruh,
I'm just saying if that's the case.
bruh.
Anyway, and that's my view and that's my opinion on this particular story. Drop my bomb, please, so we get out of here. All right, I want to thank all my listeners for tuning in. You could be anywhere else in the world, but you are here with me, and I so appreciate that. Also, check us out on all our other social media platforms. There should be a listen for you right there. And stay blessed and not stressed. Until next episode, ladies and gentlemen, I will see y'all later. Peace out.